welcome back to 51st State. We're doing the solo base game. Alright, we are currently at 1 victory point. The AI is sitting at 2. Alright, the first thing we do is we're going to be flipping over these cards. For our start of the turn, we have Thugs. Spend a gun to gain 3 of the red contact tokens. And the other one is Merchants. Gain 2 blue contact tokens. Alright, there we go. And then the next thing we do... so we'll just take a look. The cards that are in our hand currently, we have the Boiler Room, we have the Assassin, we have Rubble, and we have the Oil Rig. What we need to do now for the next round is top 4 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4. We get to pick one. The AI is going to get one. We get to pick another one. The AI gets to get the last one. So the 4 cards we have is a Refinery, distance of 2. Building bonus, 1 star for each gas can symbol we have, which would be just 1 for this one. The Clay Pit, an action, spend a worker and a brick to get 2 victory points. Ooh, that's pretty good, but we've got no bricks. Scrap Metal feature, put 3 gears on this card, and you can use them at any time, and they don't go away during cleanup. And we have the Fuel Tank, production, gas tank. Ooh, cool. I think what we'll do... I think we're going to go ahead. Oh, that's a pretty good bonus, though. And the victory points. I think we're just going to go ahead and get the fuel tank. So we're going to get that. And so we have 3 other cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We'll roll the die and see which one the AI is going to grab. The AI grabs 6. So they're going to grab this one, the Refinery. Add that to their little ever-building card collection. And now we get to decide if we want Scrap Metal or the Clay Pit. I think we'll take the Clay Pit, because it's good for victory points if we can somehow get clay production happening. And then he gets this one. And, as always, the AI gets another card. And they get Thieves' Caravan. Ooh, distance 3. So that's the cards. I'm just going to keep building them up over on the side here. Alright, that was all of that going on. Now we're first player again. And so... we start off with production. And so for our production, we're going to get 3 workers, according to this. 3 workers, we get 1 gear, we get 1 gray contact token, and we get 1 card, which we just grab, and we get the Murderer's Pub. Okay, I'll take a closer look at all these later. And you have no card hand limit, you just have an infinite number of cards. Alright, the other production we get is a victory point for our deal here. So we're going to tie the AI now at 2 victory points apiece, and we also get a gas can. Alright, so that's everything we have for production, and now we are going to go into taking turns, action phase, and I'm going to have to take a close look at all my cards. We do have 1 shipwreck token, or shipwreck production that we've built here. And the ability in this one is spend a worker and a gear to gain 2 victory points. And we might want to do that as our very first action. However, we definitely want to grab one of these 2 cards first, and that's going to cost us 2 workers. So let me think about it, and we're going to come back and start alternating turns. Okay, well, we are going to spend 2 workers, 1, 2, and we're going to go ahead and gain, I think we're just going to go ahead and get the Merchants again here. And this is going to, when we play it, we're going to gain 2 blue contact tokens. So that's what we do. Over to the AI, and it will always grab one of these cards. For an instant 2 victory points, it's just going to grab that one. It just gets discarded. And the AI goes up to 4 victory points, and now ahead of us, we're sitting at 2. Alright, back it comes to us. And I think before this place gets destroyed, which it's very possible it could, so we adjust the camera and we're going to activate our shipwreck. Alright, so we're going to activate the shipwreck as an action, spend a worker and a gear, and that's going to get us 2 victory points. So boom, 2 more victory points. Alright, so very quickly we just catch right up to the AI again. We're both now sitting at 4 victory points. Alright, over it goes to the AI. Now the AI is going to attack us 3 times, and it's looking for the same symbols we have on our card, which if I just push that one up here, you'll see is a gear and a star token. Alright, so the AI goes, and it will just go attack. And no matching symbols. Attack number 1 back to us. Alright, so what do we have? We have 1 gray contact token, and we also have a gas can. And that's it. So we can make 1 of these. That's about it. But we can cash in. We're going to go ahead and cash in our merchants. Cashing in our merchants, gaining 2 blue contact tokens. Alright, 2 blue ones, so I grabbed 3. Alright, so that's what we have now. Back we go again to the AI. Very quick turns in this game. Alright, the AI is attacking us. A brick symbol. Nope, no matches. Second attack, failure. He gets to do that 3 times, or until he attacks us successfully. That will end his turn. Otherwise, he's going to try it 3 times. Back it comes to us, and now I've really got some thinking to do because we've got a lot of things we can build. This is actually nice. Open production. So we would end up getting 3 workers immediately if we go ahead and play this. But it's 2 and I only have 1 gray token. And I can't trade in anything else here, can I? No, I can't. Ooh! Well, we can't do that one. We can put down this one. We can make a deal for this one. If we make a deal with the boiler room, we'll get a worker every single time. That might not be a bad idea. Again, let me rifle through all of these, come back, and figure out what I want to do. Alright, I think we are going to go ahead and we're going to spend our gray contact token to put down our production facility here, our fuel tank. And open production 1, so as soon as we do that for production, we're going to put that down there. We do get 1 fuel tank for that. The unfortunate thing now is our AI player has a 3rd and final attack, and let's hope we don't get any matching symbols or we're going to lose something. And we get a gear, damn it, a gear and an up symbol. We do have a matching card here. This one's going to get destroyed. Absolutely wrecked. So that was his 3rd attack, and it was successful. So that's going to be the end of his turn, but he does destroy our shipwreck, which sucks. But we do end up getting the deal as a consolation prize. We're going to get the gear, and this actually is destroyed. So we flip it over like that. But we do get 1 gear token. So there we go. All right, and now we can do everything we want because the AI player is finished for this round. We actually have quite a bit we can actually do, I think. So I'm going to concentrate down here a little bit more. We can continue playing our actions until we are finished. Alright, so I just kind of zoomed in here a little bit more. Alright, we have 2 blue contacts. So we can make a deal with 1, 2, 3, 4. We can make a deal with 5 different places. We have a gear token, and I think we're going to go ahead here, spend a gear to gain 1 gray contact token. So we're going to get 1 gray contact token for spending the gear. Now I believe the actions in the rule book, you can do the gear for a gray, a gun for 2 red contacts, and 2 fuel for 2 of these blue contacts. I believe, because it says you can only do these actions once, but I think you can only do each individual action once. Not that you can only do action just 1 time and you're finished. So I'm pretty sure that's how it works. It's not super clear in the rule book, and the example was kind of useless because the example just said you do this. I'm like, well, that's good. So does it mean you can never do any of the other actions? I think you can. I don't think there's a limit to this. I'm just going to double check because I have 2 gas cans here, and I wouldn't mind cashing them in for 2 more blue contact tokens. I'm going to re-look at the rule book and see if I get a clarification on these actions. But I think you can only do a certain action once, so I can only trade in a gear for a great contact token once. But I can trade in the gun for 2 and 2 gas cans for that. I think. Let me double check. Alright, so a quick trip to Board Game Geek. Yes, these actions that are listed here are all separate actions, and you can do each of them once per turn, per round. So yes, we can change the gear in for 1 gray token, and we can take our 2 gas cans and trade them in for 2 more blue contact tokens. So yes, that is, oops, I should have left that here. And if I had a gun, I could trade it in for 2 attack tokens, but I can't because I don't have a gun, I don't have anything else. Alright, so I have 4 contact tokens I can make deals with, some of my locations, and I have a gray contact token. Well, the only thing I can put down with my gray contact token is my assassin. You know what? We're going to go ahead and do that. because as soon as we do that, open production, we're going to get one gun. So why would we not go ahead and do it? Gray contact token gives us a gun. And yes, I'm going to trade in my gun for 2 attack tokens because we can do these once a turn. And I should leave it there. Now we've done all these actions one time. So now we have 2 attack tokens and 3 blue contact tokens. So I think we're going to have to go and blow up something of his. Well, absolutely. We're going to go ahead and attack our AI player, and we're going to attack the refinery, because when we do, it's going to cost us 2 for distance, 2 red tokens for attacking, and boom, we get 2 victory points and a gas can. Alright, which is probably not going to be able to use the gas can, but the 2 victory points we'll take. That gets discarded, and we're going to get 2 victory points. So we're having a pretty good turn here, up to 6 points. And now I have 4 blue contact tokens to make deals. Let's take a look at all of our deals. We can get an extra character, a brick, a gas can, a brick, and a gun. You know what? I almost kind of feel like making a deal with both the gun and the meeple one for... Ooh, do we want to do that? I got to take another closer look at this and see if I want to do those deals. All right, I think I've figured it out. So, and this is a very thinky game because you have to look at everything. I think we're going to keep the clay pit because we can spend a person a brick to gain 2 victory points as an action. That's just awesome. So we're going to keep these. We're going to keep the murderer's pub, the clay pit, and the oil rig, and we're going to make deals with the other 2. We're going to make a deal with the boiler room. So that's going to cost us 2 blue contact tokens to make that deal, and we immediately, I should say, get a worker for that, and we will get 1 worker every turn, every production phase, and we're going to make a deal with the rubble people as well, which is going to give us a brick right now. A brick and... yeah, and so we spend our 2 blue contact tokens, and now we get a brick every turn. Now I got to check the rules because I think you can spend a brick and a person to exchange one of your facilities with another one, but I think they have to be the same distance and they have to have the same symbols on them. And actually, I mean, I could exchange the oil rig for one, I think. Well, I'll actually double check the rules on that one. Otherwise, then I think we're probably at the end of our turn. So I'll be right back to try and wrap things up. Okay, I looked it up, and what it is development, and you need a brick for that, and we have a brick. So how development works is you can take a card that matches the symbols down here with somewhere else and swap the card out by spending a brick. So we could take the murderer's pub and pay 1 brick, and then get rid of, discard this card and replace it with this one. Or we could take, say, the oil rig, because it's got the symbol on both of them as well. But you know what? I'm not going to do that because this oil rig actually mirrors well off of this one if we leave it there. So I think I am just going to end off my turn. I can't do anything else with the gas can. I've used all my actions down here. I got nothing to do with this one. I could do something with the brick, but I'm going to get a brick next production phase anyway, so I'm not too concerned about that. And I'm really basically out of actions. So it's cleanup time, so we just discard everything that we had out here. I know seemed like a bit of a waste of stuff, but we're early going. We'd managed to waste one of his locations. He, of course, destroyed one of ours, so that's not good. All right, I'm going to end it off there for today. These are the cards we have in hand. I'll give you a quick look at that. Murderer's Pub, the clay pit, the oil rig, and we need 2 gray contact tokens in order to do that. And we should be able to get it because we always get a gear which we can trade in for a gray contact token. We get a gray contact token. It's all good. So thanks so much for watching along. Thanks for your comments, subscriptions, and likes. This is 51st State. We're playing the basic solo game. And we are currently sitting with 6 victory points, and the AI has 4. So thanks so much. I'll see you tomorrow for the continuation 51st State, the solo basic game.